Good morning, traders, and this is your Aussie Daily Review, South African Top 40. Yesterday we ended up with a pretty interesting inside bar. I think the reality of the moment is that we are still trending up. Okay, and right now we're kind of in I'm going to call it a wedge just yet, but it's more of a channel. And we've ended up with a stretch to a level and then an inside bar. So if we look at the level that we're looking at, it's not really a key level, but it's basically the underside of this high pin bar here. Okay, so there's nothing really else on the monthly. That's the one level, and then here is the level that I was expecting us to basically respect, but we haven't respected that one. Anyway, let's just head down to 4 hour. If you look at the 4 hour, you'll see that yesterday was pretty much a non-event. Big up, big down, big confusion. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is just highlight that level. We did tag it, we bounced off it, but this that we see here is a lot of indecision. So I think as we go down to lower time frames, I think my mentality is going to be the same. So at this stage, what I want to do is just get rid of these and get rid of that. What else we want to do? Let's just put that level in there because it looks like that's been tested at the moment. Okay, so we have a potential double top here. Now I'm going to just bring this down onto this pin bar, which coincides with this area here. All these levels here are still using that as resistance. So we've used it as support once. I anticipate we're going to use it as support again. If we break below it, then this gap closes on. Okay, and the other thing is that's our range breakout target, which would basically put us back in this this area of resistance here. Okay, so for me today it is again closing range breakout strategy. So if we just have a look at what happened yesterday, you'll see there's our closing range. So we gapped below it, we came back to test the break, and then we rallied all the way down, hit the range target, and we more than likely hit double the range target, which is down the bottom here. Okay, so I suspect we're going to have some more of the same today. It just seems to be a lot of confusion. I mean, there were some pretty good results that came out yesterday, but that didn't drive the US market in any form. It was more of a accumulation of shorts that was going on. So I'm a little bit skeptical about long. We're at a level which I'm really not comfortable going long. That hasn't changed yet as of yet. And we've got a major trend line here, but then there was another trend line through yesterday that was broken. There it is there. Okay. So, sorry, it's going to get pretty messy here. But that would be my second move, which coincides with the 261. But that's not really, let's use this level, that's not really a target. That would be the most logical target for me, followed by the gap close. Let's just put the gap close and I can give you those targets. Okay. Right. Delete that. Okay, so, oops, I suppose we just get those targets right there. The range target is just below this. There's a range target. So, break below range target. First target is 52.878. But if we do get to 52.78, I think more than likely hold that for some profit taking at 52.734, and then additional profit taking at 52609. I wouldn't hold for the gap close. first focus on this first level because this is where your ambushes will come in. So first take your profit there. It'll bounce, hopefully bounce and come and test the breakout up at the top here, and then that will give you another entry short aiming to get to the gap close. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. Obviously, if we gap up to the upside, if we break the closing range strategy, closing range to the upside, that's 53,400. That's our target area. Now, as I've been saying all week, we're at a pretty major resistance level. Even though we have squirted above it these 2 days, this area here was the original level. Even though we squirted up, it's not really, it doesn't fill me with conviction that this is a move to the upside. Okay, this to me is just looking like there's people scaling in on their shorts. Okay, and a good example of how we leave gaps out, Aussie like leaving gaps open and trapping people. You can see here the gap. We're heading for it, and then just before it, the seller stepped in. And if I just delete that, and we use this bottom one here, you'll see that inside tail is where the seller stepped in. Okay. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. And if I do that, you'll notice we have another little channel. Okay. Anyway, that's my view for today. I'm expecting a move down, at least to come and test this area here. So we're looking for 52915 or 52879. Okay, we get through that level, then this is your next area here, 52734, and then I'd expect gap close. When we're back down in this area here, that's the time to start looking at to see whether there's some long entries. But this is the last day before the long weekend, so I would be very cautious about holding anything overnight. Okay, so the gap close will be 72.4 and 61.8 is pretty much this previous swing low here. Okay, so it all ties up with Fibonacci. It does tie up with a lot of other analysis as well, especially on the 12-minute, well, not really on the 12 minutes, I suppose, except the fact that we've had this consolidation breakout here. Okay, anyway, guys, that's my view at the moment. Closing range strategy is the way to play it, and I anticipate it's going to break to the downside. If we just have a quick look at what's happening with influencers, 10 cents down 0.5%. Rand dollar still hovering around 14. It's now 13.99, so no real change there. But US markets were flat last night, and the futures market on the US side is slightly down. Hang Seng's down 0.4%, and the Nikkei's also down 0.5%. So I really do suspect we've got some more consolidation happening, and probably just going to come test these areas that I've given you here. Okay. Also, just pay attention to your oscillators here. You can see momentum is dying down, almost crossing the zero on the 30-minute. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Pay attention to your stops and enjoy the long weekend, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers for now.